Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I would like to share with you my favourite eyeshadows from Makeup Geek. So at the moment I've got them housed in a Z or Z palette, however you would like to pronounce that. But actually shortly I will be sorting all of my single shadows into some new palettes because I've put them in the this palette for the purpose of this video, but actually usually I house them in this. So I just want to share this with you first and then obviously I'll get into the swatches. So basically I house all of my Makeup Geek shadows in here, so I've got quite a selection. This one is all of the shimmers and the foiled shades, and then I've also got another one here that has all of the mattes, so they're exactly the same. But I do find these really cumbersome. I don't have the inserts. I've actually just purchased off eBay, you know, the magnetic strips or sheets, and just cut that to size and put them in there. But I find these palettes so heavy and cumbersome that I have now purchased 3 of the new larger palettes from Tam Beauty. They are only just £6. I was going to say £3, but they are £6, and they have only just become available on the Tam Beauty website. And at the moment they are running an offer that if you purchase one of their new palettes, you actually get 6 of the Freedom eyeshadows free with that purchase. So I've ordered 3 of those palettes, and I really want to sort all of my shadows because, to be honest, like I say, I find the MAC palette so heavy, so cumbersome, and I really want them all in a uniformed palette. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you in a video very, very soon. But obviously this is all about the Makeup Geek shadows. So these are all of the shadows that I particularly love from Makeup Geek, and you can all see you can see that they're all very warm and very like neutral. Obviously there's some quite bright burgundies, but these are the shadows that I particularly love. They really work for me. You can purchase Makeup Geek from beautybay.com. In fact, some of the items on there are on sale, I believe, but there's not many items that are on sale out of each category, so do have a look on there. But obviously I want to share with you the swatches. This is really, you know, my favorite eyeshadows from that range, what I particularly love. And in fact, over the last week or so I've really enjoyed watching videos of this type to see what other people really enjoy from that range. So I'm going to start with the mattes. Now also what I want to just mention, that if you are thinking about housing your Makeup Geek in one of these MAC palettes, for some reason, and I don't know what the difference is, but MAC eyeshadows go really nicely into the inserts and don't come out, but for some reason Makeup Geek do not, and that is why I had to take the inserts out and purchase some magnetic sheets. And that's the only way it works with. Obviously if you want to do that you certainly can, but I just think, you know, for £6 for a palette, and I think they house between 30 and 35 anyway, and that's going to suit me perfectly. So anyway, I'm going to swatch the mattes first, then I'll share with you the shimmers and then the foils. So the first one, and I'll try also to go light to dark as well in each category. So I believe actually these are £4.95 from Beauty Bay, and the first one I want to share with you is Creme Brulee. So it is a beautiful neutral shade. Now we all need one of these shades, and I've got a few of these transition shades, and this works perfectly for me. So obviously this is a matte, and it is one of those shades that is perfect as a transitional shade. Put that there, and it looks like that. So this would go really nice in the crease. Obviously if you have a lighter skin tone to me, you could possibly put it all over your eye, but I find that this really works as a transition shade for me. There's also another one that I really like, depending obviously on what look I want to create, and it is Peach Smoothie. Now I believe nearly every person on YouTube who did Makeup Geek videos did mention Peach Smoothie. It's one of those shades that seems to be very, very popular in the range, and I picked it up and it really is a beautiful colour. Obviously it airs on the side of peach, but it really is a gorgeous colour. So you can see obviously that first one, and that one is Creme Brulee, and then you've got Peach Smoothie there, so really, really gorgeous. And then the next one is another one that I use as a transition shade, and it is Chickadee. So this one's definitely brighter, more vibrant, but again it works really nice, and I like the vibrancy of this one popped as a transition shade, and then you have a neutral look, and then this lovely orange shade or orange tone is peeping through, so I really like that. So there's Chickadee, so you can definitely see that that one is a lot deeper in tone. The next one is called Preppie. Now this one is such an unusual colour, so it's not, well, it is green, but it's got a lot, it's like khaki basically. It's quite a yellow toned green, and it is very, very unusual as an eyeshadow, and I really thought that this is a beautiful shade. Now it's definitely one of those shades that I probably would have overlooked initially, but it's absolutely stunning. In fact, like you know, I've swatched it now and it's brown, but it does have a tiny hint of that khakiness to it. So although yes, it looks quite an unusual colour in the pan, it swatches very, very nicely as a beautiful neutral shade, just slightly different. The next one that I absolutely love is Tiki Hut, and this is very, very similar to the last one, but it is slightly darker. So there is Tiki Hut. So this one is more on the khaki side. This one, it looks very similar in the pan, although it's deeper, but it's got more of a brown tone to it. So the next one is called Frappe, and we're getting more into the neutrals now. And I must admit, Makeup Geek, they have a whole range, and that range is so different. The colours that Marlena has come up with are fantastic. Really, really, you've got your transitional shades, you've got your neutrals, and also you've got pops of colour as well. So there is something for everyone in this range. But obviously I love neutrals, and I also love those red tones as well. And that is why that's what I've got in this palette. So there's Frappe, beautiful brown that airs on the red side, love that, which is just my favourite. I just love warm tones. The next one is Cabin Fever, so a little bit darker, but it also does have red in it as well, so it's a red toned brown, just stunning. You can definitely see that that one is darker, but it's beautiful, gorgeous. The next one is called Cocoa Bear, and this is another one like Peach Smoothie that everyone who has got Makeup Geek, you know, has this shade because it is just outstanding. Again, it's a red toned brown, very similar to this one. I think that one was, what was that one? Cabin Fever, but it's a little bit more red, beautiful. And then the next one is Wild West. So this is again one of those red toned browns that I love so much. So that one is Wild West, even deeper. So it's not quite as, it's still got a red tone to it, but it's not as red as the last two. So the next one, totally different now, we've got Petal Pusher. So this is just, again, these colours are so unusual. So let me just swatch this one. So that's Petal Pusher. Very subtle but beautiful, gorgeous as a transitional shade. Then we have Cupcake, which looks like that. So very similar again. But that one is definitely more pink. This one is more of a mauve, and then this one is more pink toned. And then the next one is called Bitten, which is another favourite. It is just, well, these are all beautiful shades. So that's Bitten, gorgeous. The next one is Cherry Cola, which is obviously deeper, but again, still in that same colour family. A lot deeper, that one, but beautiful. Now, that's all of the mattes that I really, really love from the range. Now we move on to the shimmers. So you can purchase these again. They are, when you go onto the Makeup or Beauty Bay website and go into the Makeup Geek section, yeah, these shimmers can be purchased with the mattes. So they're still £4.95. They are not, well, they're shimmers and they are extremely good quality, but they're not as shimmery as the foils, but they still are fantastic. So the first one is Cosmopolitan, which I think this is a standout shade. I just love this one. So that's Cosmopolitan. It's like a gold, well, rose gold, I would say. Yeah, rose gold, that one. Stunning. The next one is called Anarchy. So that one is Anarchy. More of a burgundy. Then we have, I think, is this a shimmer? Yeah, this has got a slight shimmer to it, and it's called Country Girl. So that's Country Girl. I think that might be a matte. For some reason I've put it with the shimmers. I thought it had a bit of shimmer to it. I'm not quite sure. It actually has. It's got a slight sheen to it. It's like a velvet. It's not quite a shimmer, but it's more of a velvet, because when you look at it in the pan, it's got a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's not completely matte. The next one is called Burlesque. This is absolutely stunning. It is so deep, but so stunning, beautiful. So that one is Burlesque. And then I'm going to have to swap to the other arm. So this one is Lucky Penny. Gorgeous. Make sure that I don't drop any of these. So that's Lucky Penny. Then the last one from the shimmers is Pocket Change. I mean, some of these are so shimmery, and some of them, you know, have just a little sheen to them. Very, very good. So that is, what did I say that one was? Pocket Change. So this one is, that one's Lucky Penny, that one's Pocket Change. Beautiful. Now we move to the foils. Now on the website, Beauty Bay website, these are, I think, £7.95, and the first one is Grandstand. So it looks like that. It is a neutral brown shade. So there is Grandstand, gorgeous. The next one is called Flamethrower, and it looks like that. You can see why it was given that name. It's just a stunning colour. So there is Flamethrower, so intense, so beautiful. I mean, having a brown look on the eye and then putting that on the lid, stunning. This one is Legend. So there's Legend, gorgeous. Actually, Legend looks like this one here and this one mixed together. It is just amazing. Then we have In the Spotlight, which looks like that. A gorgeous peach shade. So that's In the Spotlight. Again, with a neutral eye look, and that on the lid, that would just look stunning. Then we're coming to the last two now. We've got Starry Eyed. Beautiful. So that's Starry Eyed. That one's like a neutral beige with baby pink in it. I mean, you can see how they are shining in the light. Gorgeous. And then the very last one, I think this is a big favourite when it came out, and it's called Curtain Call, and it is that rich, vibrant burgundy, and it's just amazing. I cannot wait to actually start putting eyeshadows on my lid again, and I think I'm definitely going to use that Curtain Call, and that one could have gone on and on and on. It is just beautiful, absolutely stunning, gorgeous. Love, love, love all of those. So there are all of my favourite Makeup Geek shadows. I mean, you've got some mattes in there, you've got some shimmers, you've also got some foiled shades, and I just love the brand because it's amazing. You can actually mix and match the colours that you like. Marlene is always bringing out new eyeshadows and new collections, which I think is fantastic, because obviously, you know, fashions change and tastes change as well. So I think, you know, it is fantastic that, you know, we have such a selection from all of these companies now. So I hope you found that helpful. If you're looking for perhaps some Makeup Geek eyeshadows, I certainly enjoyed sharing that with you and looking at them again, and I'm definitely going to keep these out now, and hopefully over the next couple of days I can start creating eyeshadow looks again, and yeah, popping these shadows on my lids again. So yeah, thumbs up. Obviously, if you do give me a thumbs up, that then encourages me to continue doing videos like this, and it tells me that you're enjoying them as much as I'm enjoying making them. And do subscribe to watch further videos. But until next time, thank you. Bye.